Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. I wanted to share my experiences with you for my trip around the Maldives. Well, I just went to two islands and Malaysia. Um, let's see, where do I begin? First, I have decided to start all my videos with a beautiful affirmation to invite positivity in my life in general. I'm on this level of personal growth and fulfillment in my life. So I just want to bring that to this platform also. So this morning I decided to write a beautiful affirmation, and I'm gonna share it with you guys. You can choose to say it if you want with me or write your own. Just you know, affirmations. Yeah. And my affirmations are positive affirmations. There are also negative affirmations, so be careful what you tell yourself, what you say to yourself as well. Most of our negative affirmations, we are not even aware that we are saying them and telling them, telling ourselves those things. So I deliberately put the word positive in mind just to remind myself, positivity, positivity, positivity. Yeah. Sometimes when you don't have enough people in your life, uttering those positive words in your ears, you need to find it from wherever it is that you can find it from, guys. Just exude positivity. So I'm a strong believer in bringing whatever it is that you want in your life. So here goes my affirmation. I was about to say something, but whatever. So I'm winning. I invite positive energy in my space, positive people that are positive influencers and cheerleaders, and I am the same for them also. I am actively working towards my goals and on myself. God has my back. I am alive. I am motivated. I fear nothing. I am that. I have an abundance of wealth, health, and knowledge. Wherever I go, my energy introduces me. The rest of my year is magical and filled with growth. And that's it. Simple, easy, and you can say affirmations all throughout the day. So I don't want to take up most of this video talking about affirmations, but yeah. So talking about my trip over Asia. Since I'm living in Asia, I decided to make most of my trip be about Asia or to Asian countries, because when I leave here, I don't plan on returning to this side of the world for sure. So my first trip was to Malaysia, and we had a 13-hour layover in Malaysia. So we decided to go on a city tour, and the night before our trip, I found this ABC company. I had to email them, but they weren't responding, so I called them using my Skype credit, and she eventually answered the phone, responded to my email, one thing after another, and we set up the tour. The cost was not so expensive considering all that we got to do, and we had our own private driver that drove us around and told us about Malaysia and all of that. I documented I think most of it for the most part, so I will put that video together when I have time. I wanted to do all of that, but I ended up getting sick, which I'll tell you about later. Yeah, so Malaysia is pretty cool, and the surprising thing, or what I noticed about being in Malaysia, was that most of Malaysians, or they look like Jamaicans. The Indians and what we call coolie in Jamaica, they look like the people in Malaysia. So which leads me to think or wonder, we had indentured servants who came during slavery. Where exactly did those people actually come from? So I need to look some more in that. They just grouped indentured servants as Asians, but I can't remember ever delving into where exactly these Asians came from, but they do actually resemble lots of Indians in Jamaica. Okay, so that was like first observation. And I didn't think to visit Malaysia any at all, but they have like life, and they're so colorful, and so lots of colors in Malaysia, like China, Japan, and like main or bigger Asian countries per se, they're kind of just monotone, but I get the sense that Malaysians had more to offer, to them, and they were, warm and welcoming, and they greeted us, very, 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 very nice. And I found out some information about Malaysia as well, which I documented based on what our driver was telling us, because it's always better to talk to the local people. You can read stuff on Google and whatnot, but yeah, tourist information in general. But it was a good experience. We got to see the King's Castle and the Bantu Cave, tourist attractions in the city, which are quite a few. Then I stayed at the Tune Hotel, and Tune Hotel is a transit hotel. So a lot of flights in Asia transit through Malaysia. So we stayed at a hotel outside of the airport, so we had to go through immigration and customs. So bear in mind, if you're going to go for a city tour during a layover, you're going to have to go through immigration and customs. So make sure you book a hotel outside. We weren't quite sure if we had booked a hotel inside, what the procedure was. So to be on the safe side and to avoid all the hassle of going to get our bags and going through immigration and whatever, we just booked a hotel like directly outside the airport, which was quite easy to get to as well. There was another one, Aerostato or Aero something, that's close to Tune but more inside the hotel, because Tune was perfect, because we just had the driver he just drove up, and what the hell, oh okay, dismiss, I have 25% battery, okay, that's fine. Yeah, so he just drove up, picked us up, and then dropped us off, and we just went into the hotel. So perfect location for what we wanted. So I would recommend Tune Hotel. Not the cleanest, which I find most hotels in Asia, that's a problem generally for me. I don't know for anyone else, but I'm a germaphobe and I like clean, specifically the bathrooms. Yeah. I don't know, get started on that. So cut to arriving in Maldives. The airport, first of all, the plane does not connect to the airport, so you just descend down the stairs and walk right into the airport. Yeah. Now you hear about the Maldives and you're thinking, oh, rich and posh, nice, yeah, so you're expecting the airport to look somewhat like that. No and no and no. It looks like any government pop down place in Jamaica. Looks like a broken down government building. In Jamaica we say pop down. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody can understand pop down or pop down. Yeah. So that was the first like, ooh, okay, okay. No one greeted us, welcome to the Maldives, nothing like that. But there was a sign. The sign also was broken down, not, indicative of what we see online, kind of thing. And yeah, so we went through, and usually in some countries, when you go through after immigration, and you go through customs, and you have items to declare or nothing to declare. And nothing to declare, there's actually just no checkpoint there at all. So you just walk right through on out into the arrival area, where the people waiting for you. There are people waiting for you to take you to your hotel. It was a little difficult for us to find the person for our hotel, because one person actually works for several different hotels. So a young man came over, saw us trying to find the person, and then found them for us. And yeah, the airport, the condition of the airport is not the cleanest, and there's this odor. And yeah, because it's close to the sea as well, the fish odor is always gonna be there, I guess, something that maybe they can't escape from. So yeah, we arrived at night, so I managed to film some of leaving from the airport. And they have a pretty routine, way of boarding guests and the suitcases and all of that. So that process went well. Then we arrived at we stopped at Malay City first before we went to Mafushi. Mafushi is where we booked our first hotel. The plan was to stay in Mafushi for a couple days at a cheaper hotel, then move to a luxury hotel to minimize on costs. But we ended up leaving Mafushi the next day. No, we spent a day in Mafushi, right? So 2 nights, 1 day in Mafushi. And because we didn't want to just, leave like that. So we caught a ferry, and I must say, kudos to Go Travel. They have internet on their boat, Wi-Fi, Go Travel. Yeah, and we left Wednesday morning, arrived Monday night, left Wednesday morning to come to Paradise Island, where I am now. So I'm at the Paradise Island Resort and Spa, and that is in let me check the name because it's very hard to pronounce. That is in Lankan Finolhu Atoll, right? Lankan Finolhu Atoll. So in Maldives are like a series of islands, over 1,190 something islands, and yeah, so you have quite a few resorts to choose from. This one is an expensive one, but not as expensive as the most expensive, or the exquisite ones. You have more fabulous resorts here, but this one is quite fabulous. The views here are breathtaking, and I like the entertainment team. They're pretty friendly and nice gentlemen. They have nice personalities. I guess they have to do that to work in this industry, but I do feel like they have a good command of making people feel welcome and interacting with everyone. So good personalities all around, and they do their best to entertain guests at night. I think they could improve in 1 or 2 areas, but it's kind of difficult to satisfy everyone, because you have people here from all over the world. So trying to please everyone, it's gonna be taxing, and I don't exactly know the budget that they have to work with and whatever, but yeah, for what it's worth, it's pretty good. Most hotels here, or some hotels, don't even have nightlife, so it's good that you can, you know, do whatever at night. um, you can, you know, dress up and get to go, you know, have some fun at night rather than just like have dinner and go back to your room. I would recommend coming. I've been here for 9 days. I'd recommend no more than 3 to 4 days for the Maldives if you just want to chill and relax and whatever. Like, I wanted to do nothing, and I kid you not, nothing. Like, I work very hard, so the plan was to do absolutely nothing, and I managed to accomplish that. When I got food poisoning, but it's like I still feel like I lost out on, you know, doing the nothing because most of the time I was just really rolling around in bed. I had all the symptoms of food poisoning. I got food poisoning here, and it's the first time. I've never had food poisoning before. I'm a germaphobe. So, like, yeah, but I got food poisoning. It was rough. It was tough. It was tough. I don't wish that on my worst enemy at all. I had chills. I felt hot, cold at the same time. My entire body ached. My stomach cramped. The only good thing about it is that I know that my insides are like pretty clean. That's the only good thing. That's the only good thing, you know. I got a cleansing, if you want to say, um, to say the least. What else? Yeah, and I ended up having to call room service to request. I requested chicken soup, and I'll show you. Post a picture somewhere on the screen of what that chicken soup looked like. They separated the broth from the chicken and the vegetables, which I guess, I don't know, is their policy or what their policy, but I'm from Jamaica, so Jamaican chicken soup. I had that in my mind. I knew I wasn't gonna get that, but I made do. So when you have food poisoning and you're recovering, it's recommended to eat bland food. So I got bland food and rice and crackers and bread and stuff like that. But I shifted the tripod. Okay, but I didn't feel like eating for the most part. I was just disgusted with, you know, food and everything and all of that. And going back to food, in Mafushi Island, the food, not the best. The food is not the best here. Like, it's not their strong suit. The resort food is much better than what we had in Mafushi. Mafushi is like a local island where most people live, so you aren't allowed to wear swimsuits walking around. You're only allowed to wear swimsuits on the beach in that area. What else happened in Mafushi? Yeah, we stayed at Suntan in Mafushi, and I kind of skipped over that because it wasn't that great. The hotel wasn't very clean, so we ended up leaving after like a day and a half because of the we weren't satisfied with, you know, the environment, so we had to leave and come to Paradise. So arriving in Paradise, we heard, you know, Bob Marley and Chronics and all them things, and you can't drink on in Mafushi. You can't drink. They'll take you to a boat that's off coast, that's called the Floating Bar, and I read online that it's quite expensive and the alcohol isn't even that strong, so it's like it's not worth it. So we didn't go to that because we were just so tired after a trip, tired of spending the day at the beach. But the people there are nice, so that's what I can say about them. But in the local area, there was this air of the people just sit. You know, island people are usually just chill and relax. There's this sense of, they seem very, you know, suspicious and relaxed looking at the same time. It's just like sitting around observing, and you don't know if they're gonna pounce on you, attack you, or they're very hard to read. Very hard to read. So it's like when we came to Paradise Island, it was like, ooh, this is what you expect when you come to the Maldives. Yeah. But going amongst the locals, that was, I'm actually glad I got to experience that, because now I can say, you know, I experienced two sides of the Maldives. I got some footage and some video of my fushi, so I put everything together once I get the time. Because I was sick, I lost 3 days of not doing anything. Even though my plan was not to do anything, I still wanted to do some things and not waste my entire time here, you know, be productive somewhat. So now that I'm better, I'm feeling back to full strength. Oh my god, I'm running out of battery life. So let me come to an end with this video. So that was just like a brief synopsis of my trip here, my thoughts about it on video. Lots more to say, but yeah, for the most part I believe that I've captured it. Whatever I haven't said, you'll get to see on video, so look out for those once I get the chance to edit. And guys, just be nice to YouTubers on a whole. It looks easy just watching the video, but a whole lot goes into creating content and you know, editing, especially if you're just starting out like me, learning the ropes and all of that. You're not a pro yet, but I mean, it's fun learning as you go, and I'll just enjoy every bit of this experience. So thank you for watching this video, and look out for my others. See you next time. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I welcome you guys to tell me what you'd like to see from my channel. I'm about self-motivation and all of those things, and fashion, I guess, and cosmetics, I guess. So let me know what you want to see. Thank you for watching.